Foreign Secretary Ranjan Mathai stopped over in Chennai to meet the Chief Minister Jayalalitha ahead of his 3-day visit to Sri Lanka to negotiate a fair deal for Sri Lankan Tamils. The team of Kundukolam protesters returned after Prime Minister says that the project will not be halted. The protesters to go on hunger strike from tomorrow. Long-time associate of DMK Treasurer Stalin Ilumvadi quits Deputy the General post after readmission of the anti-party workers, says his move has hurt his self-respect. The Chennai Corporation kickstarts the distribution of booth slips across the city for the upcoming local body polls. NDTV Hindu Save Our Pavement campaign focuses on Mambalam's run-down state of pavements. And Chennai turns the spotlights onto the Mumbai Indians and Somerset teams as they battle it out for the final spot in the Champions League tonight. Good evening and welcome to the Late Night News with me, Dipti Kumar. Now from news of the state civic body polls to the issues brewing in the state, all that and more is ahead on the bulletin, but stay with us to know that. First up, the headlines at this hour. Sylvester Daniel, a key witness in the Sharabuddin case, runs away from Gujarat police custody in Udaipur. The Prime Minister meets Andhra Governor with continuing protests from Telangana. The Chief Minister is in Delhi as the UPA government consults all parties involved. A car linked to Banwari Devi, the missing midwife from Rajasthan, is found in Gujarat. Will this help the police trace her? Indicted by the PSC report on mining, the Speaker drops the PSC Chief Manohar Parrikar. And let the laughs continue as negotiations finish. The Simpsons will continue on Fox. Well, Foreign Secretary Ranjan Mathai was in the city earlier this evening on his way to meet the Chief Minister, Ms. Jayalalitha, before setting off for a 3-day visit to Sri Lanka. Now, this was his debut trip after assuming post earlier in September. Now, his visit to the city was primarily to discuss the recent spate of fishermen's killing and the Sri Lankan issue of war crimes. Now, the Chief Minister did state that the war crimes is not just an issue of the state but also of the country, and they also discussed about other terror attacks from Pakistan and China. Now, the backdrop of his rendezvous with Amma assumes significance as Ms. Jayalalitha had also taken up the issues of the Kachativu issue to the Assembly and urged the Centre to take it up more seriously. Now, Amma has demanded that the Kachativu be returned to India and added that the international community declares Rajapakse as a war criminal. Now, Mr. Mathai will call on the President Mahendra Rajapakse and other political leaders, including the opposition leader in Parliament, Ranil Wickremesinghe, and representatives of the major Tamil party, the Tamil National Alliance. Well, it was a fruitless trip, one could say, of the anti-nuke team from Kundukolam, who embarked on their journey to meet with the Prime Minister to submit a memorandum and further coax the Prime Minister to help stop the work at the Kundukolam nuclear power plant. Now, dejected by Dr. Singh's response, they believe that the centre is not treating the people of Tamil Nadu with honour or dignity. Now, just yesterday, in a letter to the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Manmohan Singh said that he had counted upon the Chief Minister to ensuring that the timely implementation of the Kundukolam nuclear plant will happen. Now, remember that the residents of the coastal village in and around Kundukolam have been asking that work of the plant be suspended because of concerns around their safety. But various expert agencies and the union government have guaranteed that the plant, which is designed to generate more nuclear power than anywhere else in the country, has been certified as one that meets international safety standards.
But what we hear in the evening is exactly the opposite. The Prime Minister has written to the Chief Minister that she should cooperate with the continuance of the project, and he has set up an expert committee. That is not what we wanted. So we are disappointed, and we feel that the central government is not treating the Tamil people with honor and dignity. Because we saw that when the Tamil Eelam people were killed, the central government was not taking our feelings into account. When the fishermen are getting killed, they don't take our feelings into account. Now this is the third or fourth instance where the Tamil people's feelings are being ignored, which is not really good.
Sir, what will be your next move?
Our next move, we have a hunger strike, one-day hunger strike on Sunday. There will be people, and we are going to explain to the people what exactly transpired in our meeting with the Prime Minister.
Well, in the meanwhile, in what came as a move that hurt his self-respect, DMK Deputy General Secretary and former Tamil Nadu Minister Parathi Ilamvaludi has resigned from his party post, protesting against the readmission given to some party workers suspended for anti-party activities. Now, in a letter to the DMK chief M. Karunanidhi, he said that certain actions by the party high command had wounded his self-respect. Now, Ilamvaludi, a long-time associate of the DMK treasurer, and the former Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin was piqued by a revoking of the suspension of some party functionaries. Now, sources close to him also said that Ilamvaludi could not be contacted after he submitted his resignation. Well, moving on now, just a weekend away from the big day of the civic body polls, and the PMKS kick-started its campaign. Now, taking to the streets in the city, the party entourage had made its way around through the day, getting as much support ahead of the polling date. Now, party mayoral candidate and the former Union Minister for State Railways, A.K. Murthy too, had begun his campaign.
சுத்தமான தண்ணி மாநகராட்சி பைப்பில் வர தண்ணி யாரும் குடிப்பதில்லை. இப்போ கூட இந்த நொச்சுக்குப்பம் சில பகுதியில் வந்தேன். அந்த தண்ணி குடிக்கிறேன்னு கேட்டால் நான் குடிப்பது இல்லை, குளிப்பதுக்கும் துணி துப்பியும் தான். தண்ணியெல்லாம் கேன் வாட்டர் தான் வாங்க சொல்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு சுத்தமான தண்ணி, அதாவது மினரல் வாட்டர் எப்படி தராரோ அதே மாதிரி சுத்தமான தண்ணி வீடுதோறும் தருவதற்கு நான் கண்டிப்பாக திட்டம் வைத்திருக்கின்றேன். அது எப்படின்னு கேட்கலாம், இப்போது சொல்வதற்கு நான் முன்வரவில்லை. ஏன் சொன்னால் அந்த திட்டம் ஒவ்வொரு வீடும் செய்வதற்கின்றேன். அதே நேரத்தில் அந்த அடுக்குமாடி குடியிருப்பவர்கள் தண்ணி கீழே வந்து பெண்கள் மாறு வலிக்க தண்ணி அடித்து 3 மாடிக்கு தூக்கி செல்கிறார்கள். அதையெல்லாம் மாற்றுவதற்கு அந்தந்த பகுதியில் ஒரு ப்ரெஷர் பம்ப் வைத்து ஒவ்வொரு வீட்டுக்கும் டேப் திறந்தால் தண்ணி வரணும். டேப் திறந்தால் தண்ணி வரும். எப்படி வரும்னு கேட்டாலும் அதுக்கு நான் திட்டம் வைத்திருக்கின்றேன்.
Well, even as the city mayoral candidates as well as the councillor candidates were starting off their campaign, the Chennai Corporation in the meantime had also begun the distribution of their booth slips for the local body elections at a school in Pudukkottai area. Literally, all in all, the booth slips were received by over 400 residents, and more will be given out in the next 3 days, so that all will receive their slips by the 12th of the month. Now, 4,000 corporation staff are involved in this procedure.
We have started distributing the booth slips today in the city of Chennai. People can get this and come and cast their vote during the coming local body elections. This will be completed in about 3 or 4 days. If our officers didn't turn up to your house by 12th, that is the next Wednesday, you please call us in the toll-free number 1913 or another toll-free number that we will be publishing, so that we will respond to your request and then come and distribute the booth slip. About 4,000 of our corporation staff are involved in this massive exercise. We will ensure that every one of you, every one of the citizens get the booth slip before 12th.
Well, staying on the same note, we at NDTV Hindu are also running a campaign ahead of the civic body polls to save us city's pavements. Now, tonight we look at the area of Mambalam railway station, a busy junction for many travellers and pedestrians. Now, the difficulty to commute by foot is just beyond obvious, as the rundown pavements pose an imminent danger to the traffic-laden zones. Just take a look for yourself.
ரோட்டில் ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீயாக நடந்து வர முடியல, ரொம்ப டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸாக இருக்குது. 2 சைடும் ஸ்டாப் இது பண்ணிக்காங்க, அதனால் வரணும்.
இந்த ஏரியா ஃபுல்லாக கடைங்க வந்து ஆக்கிரமிப்பு பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் ஃபுல்லாக ஆக்கிரமிப்பு பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. வண்டிக்கு போக முடியல, ரொம்ப டிராஃபிக்காக இருக்குது, ஹெவி டிராஃபிக் ஆகுது. ஈவினிங் டைமில் பார்த்தா 5 o'clock மேலே அதிகமாக டிராஃபிக் ஆகுது. நடந்து வரவங்க ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது, சிரமமாக இருக்குது.
Well, Well, of tougher security at the Madras High Court, on Monday will see more security deputed at the court vicinity. Now, the comprehensive security bandobast will be set up at the Madras High Court. The advocates will have to produce ID proof in order to enter the premises. Now, the litigants should also show their letter from the advocate concerned to enter into the High Court. Now, around 430 police personnel will be deputed at the court from Monday, and CCTVs will additionally be set up at all the 7 entry points at the court. Well, a month on in Telangana is still simmering with discontentment. Will there actually be an answer? We'll explore all those details on the other side of the break. Stay with us.